My name's Roman Peshke. I run a $15,000 a month AI automation agency, and I record these videos every day answering your guys' questions in the comments, documenting what I do, and then do my YouTube channel growth stats at the end. Can you explain what changes Meta have made for ads now? Yeah, so in this video, I was talking about how Meta made a bunch of changes recently-ish in July. I believe it rolled out to everyone, and that would be the Meta Andromeda update, which basically they were rolling out their AI features to the sorting process that happens to uploaded ads because they had a massive increase in the amount of ads that people were running, most in large part due to AI enabling the creation of much more creatives at scale. Creatives is just like the image or the video that you run in the ad that pops up. Anyways, so there were so many more that got uploaded and they needed a way to sort through that. And so the Andromeda update is their solution to that. So it changes the way that they handle this massive influx of creatives that they have to sort. Bottom line is that now, more than ever, creative itself is the targeting. So whatever text is on the ad or whatever is said in the video will help inform who receives that ad way more than whatever you set up in the kind of detailed targeting section of things. So that's a big one. That's been like setting the targeting and having the ad be the targeting has it's been shifting over the last couple of years. Now more than ever, the creative is the targeting. So that's one major change. The second major change is that there is a large shift in favor of creative diversity within one campaign, one ad set, and then having a bunch of diversity on the ad level itself. So before you might have set up two campaigns for different like stages of awareness, or one campaign with multiple ad sets for multiple stages of awareness, and then put like your ads in each one, and then maybe keeping the body of the ad the same, but changing out the first couple of seconds if it's a video ad to run a ton of variations that way, which is still okay. But now there is more favorability towards coming at it from totally different angles and having, for example, awareness, like problem aware, solution aware, like direct call to action, testimonials, all inside of one ad set, so that there's a big diverse section of them of ads for them to pick from, instead of the previous just tweak one little thing. You want totally different ads inside there. And a third change to be cognizant of, which is mindful of, is that the way you decide winners in the past, it would be you'd have your winning ads that are getting cheap cost per lead, cost per call, whatever your like purchase, depending on what you're optimizing the campaign for. You'd get one that has a super cheap cost per whatever the goal is. You would keep that up, make some variations, and scale it. And then you would turn off losers that were having dollars spent on them but not returning any results. And so you would flick those off, and then you'd maybe have some other like potential losers that didn't really have a lot of ad spend put towards them and also produced no results. So, hypothetical example, you have three ads. One has had $20 spent and it's getting you results for $5 per lead. Ad 2 has had $20 spent and it's gotten you one result for 20 bucks. Ad 3 has had $1 spent and hasn't had any results yet. In the old scenario, the $5 lead one you would leave on, you would make variations and scale that. Ad 2 you would kill because it's not performing very well, and ad 3 you just kind of leave it alone. Now, in the new way that they are kind of using the ads within the ad sets, that is not quite the case of what you should base these things on, because they are serving different ads on the ad level to different avatars in their different stages of awareness. And what that means, it's a fancy way of saying they might be spending more money on an ad that doesn't convert because that's your new top of funnel ad, and it's helping support the top performing ad underneath it that's getting those $5 leads. And the way to tell if you should kill an ad now is if it's consistently not getting money spent on it because it's been identified as an ad that is not performing well. Not it's the quality of it is low. So hopefully all that made sense. I know that was kind of technical ad talk, but that's kind of the world I come from. So big things to pay attention to are simplified campaigns. Creative diversity is very important. And if you kill a underperforming ad and then you notice your results suffer in your winners, that's why. It's because that underperforming ad was being served as more of a top of funnel. Congrats on the 600 subs. Appreciate that. Another one from our boy Abhinav. Appreciate you. Hey man, can you give me the doc access? Yes, I did yesterday, but if you still don't have it, let me know. In this video, went through and broke down his cold DM flow, and in the comments, I linked the document I used, and so that's there. You should just be able to click access on that and make a copy. Got solid from the new guy behind. Appreciate you, man. That's solid from Sad Nasir. Appreciate you, man. All right, thank you very much for the video. The thing is, I'm kind of confused by the ads part. Like, you did everything, but you skipped everything, even the geo-blocking. We do that so we can bring in leads of the locations where our clients can work, and you basically skipped most things, making it look very simple and easy. I've never done that, which kind of scares me, kinda. Also, do we need to have a professional video on our Instagram account while sending DMs? Does that matter for looking legit? Does that matter, like having a legit looking account with lots of uploads? Because you're getting a lot of immediate knee-jerk reactions that are saying they're not interested in marketing services, I would say it probably matters for you. Just because you're getting that initial pushback, I don't think that's a rule that applies for everybody in the world. But since you are having that challenge, that is something I would try and remedy right there. All right, confused by the ads part. You did everything, but you skipped the geo-blocking. Yeah, geo-blocking is something that will increase your cost per lead, basically. And so until that becomes an issue, until leads outside of the working location become an issue, I would avoid doing it. So geo-blocking was kind of the advertiser's remedy to when you would run local lead gen campaigns and they removed the option to exclude people that didn't live in the area and were just passing through. Basically, Meta made a change that removed that feature, and so people started doing geo-blocking or geofencing in order to combat that. That'll basically reduce your potential audience size. It'll add extra complexity to your ads, and it's not fully necessary, especially with the changes to targeting and everything that we just kind of covered, because the creative will do a better job at targeting those avatars. If it does become an issue where there are a bunch of leads coming in from out of the area, first step I would do is probably add a question to the lead form that asks and confirms if they are living in the area, just with like a simple yes, no. Alternative to that, you could do the geofencing, but again, that is not how I would start, just because you might be hurting your performance right out the gate. You basically skip most things, making it look simple and easy. That's because honestly, running ads in 2025 is, especially local lead gen, is super easy. There's, again, the creatives targeting and the campaign setup, super lightweight, like one campaign, one ad set, like bunch of like 6 ads. Start with 3, scale to 6, depending on how many creatives you can produce. But yeah, it is. And you said you're scared because you haven't done it before. That's just kind of the way it goes, man. You're trying something new. So yeah, it's a little bit scary. But hopefully all that helps. And let me know if you have any more questions, man. More than happy to help. New to this AI automation scene, been trying to actually learn how to build the agents. Instead of most of the videos I find are presenting the idea of an AI automation agency instead of actually teaching how to create your own. Do you have any recommendations on YouTubers I can learn from? Also, do you think ChatGPT Agent Builder will cause problems for the business model, like more competition? And as I am just starting out, should I learn Agent Builder or go with N8N or GHL? Okay, I'm going to tackle these one at a time. If you want to learn how to build agents, I would look up Nate Herc on YouTube. I think now he's shifting more towards the like learn how to turn it into a business stuff, but a bunch of his videos are way more technical on building agents inside of N8N, and I'm a fan personally. I like the guy, and yeah, he's a smart cookie. Okay, let's hop back in here. So that's what I recommend learning like technical stuff from. Do you think the ChatGPT agent builder will cause problems for the business model? No, honestly, because what you could do is just sell the implementation of the ChatGPT agent builder into a business, because the founder or whoever is running the thing will probably not take the time to do it regardless. So opportunity is still there, at least for now, and there will always be people that aren't willing to do the easy thing and just want somebody to do it for them, and they're willing to pay the price for it. Now, the amount that you can charge might change because it won't require as much effort to produce it, but if it doesn't cost as much to produce it, then it's kind of okay that that you can't charge as much, because then you can increase the volume of customers that you're working with. But no, I do not see that as a problem or really anything to be worried about until it becomes an actual problem. Should I learn that or go with N8N or GHL? Depends on what you want to sell. If you're doing voice agents, if you're going to do voice agents with like chatbot follow-up that books on a calendar and all that kind of stuff, and like more CRM integration type deal, I'd go with Go High Level, just because it's all in one platform. Bunch of people make content around how to do it, so there's like a big support system there, and it's less tech heavy. Like you really need no coding experience to be able to kind of set it up yourself. N8N would be the next one to look at if you're looking to do anything outside of that scope that is like AI agent adjacent, just because the capabilities inside N8N are way more comprehensive than inside of Go High Level. That's why I recommend just for like voice AI and conversational do that. If it's anything outside of that, I'd either go with N8N or make.com. Right now, probably go with, if I was like starting fresh, depends on how technical you are. If you're a little bit more technically inclined, I'd go straight to N8N. If you're on the less technically inclined side, I'd go with make.com. Just because I find Make's interface to be easier to navigate as a non-technical person myself. But I mean, if you're looking to get onto the scene, I would start talking to business owners ASAP and like niche down and start reaching out to people, like offer to work for free just to get your like foot in the door, skin in the game, and actually doing stuff. Do not spend hours and days learning how to use these systems. Try to use them to solve an actual problem, either in your own life or in like a business owner's life. If you have like a business owner friend that has some issue that you can solve, and do that, like apply it to a real problem just to learn it. And then the game is outreach. Anything that a business owner needs you to do, as long as it's not insanely technical and complex, you are like a couple hours of YouTube videos and trial and error away from knowing. So I would not worry about that. I would focus more on like defining your niche and doing outreach ASAP, which that kind of stuff is in my school community. That'll be in the description. If you want Go High Level, there's a link for a 14-day free trial in the description as well. But don't get caught up in the weeds of trying to learn all the technical stuff before you even validate the idea in the first place. That's where a lot of people get stuck. All right, dashboard, 607 subs. Nice. Let me, October 16th. Copy that formula, paste it in there. 607. Oh, God. Well, that's not good. Okay, cool. 0.33. Not too great, not too bad. You might have noticed we're at 15K a month now. Sold some more people into the basically AI-enabled coaching consulting business. Sold one more. But yeah, so revenue number jumped up. We have some more pending payments, might wrap up the month at like 18 to 20, depending on how that plays out. So we'll see. I don't want to preemptively change my intro on that kind of stuff before payments settle and all that. But yeah, that's it for today. Is there anything else? Be a video over here if you want to watch that. Yeah, that's it. I'll talk to y'all